going to bring art to the world. People are like, yeah, we can't even get them in for a class. Yeah, well, you know, watch. So I have wanted art to be in the lives of people ever since I was a small child, when my mother said, you're going to be an artist and an art teacher. And it's been my pilgrimage to bring art into people's lives, and not to bring art into their lives, but to bring joy into their heart and into their life, and to bring something more that they've been perhaps looking for. And sometimes they're here for a little while and the art touches them, but it leads them somewhere else. I've seen miracles. I've seen things happen. I've seen things happen in their relationships. I've seen it happen in their lives. I've seen it happen with their families. And art is a great catalyst. And if you haven't figured out yet that art is something that sort of reaches into people's hearts and takes them beyond what they thought that they knew or thought or felt, then you haven't been paying attention. It's sorely dismissed mostly by society because, you know, unfortunately, a lot of societies, especially Western ones, place the high value on money. And of course, the old artist has the old starving artist reputation, so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't get many props. People think, why should I support art? It's not going to give me anything. It's not going to make me any money, you know. And poor artists that, you know, try to put their heart and soul on canvases, it's not supported. But that is changing. Just like we're wanting to eat gluten-free, just like we're wanting to eat organic fruits and vegetables, just like we do yoga. You know, we didn't do a lot of that 10 years ago either, but 20 years ago, it was hard-pressed to get somebody to pick up a paintbrush. Okay? That's changed. Now, you see, you look around you, everyone's here. They're here for love and they're here for art. Okay? And as you marvel around the room, keep this in mind. Just about every one of the paintings that you see on the wall, in fact, probably all of them, the person had not oil painted before they came here to see me. Now, that's not about me. What that's about is the fact that anybody can do this. And I know right now, I know those of you who've never painted probably don't understand this. You look at these paintings and you think, wow, you know, there's so much talent, I could never do that. I can't paint a stick figure. I'm going to have that, like, tattooed. You know, tattoos are big right now, but I don't have any. But if I had one tattooed anywhere on my body, it'd be, I can't paint a stick figure, because that's all I ever hear from anybody, and it's the biggest fallacy ever, okay? It's like saying, I can't cook, I can't ride a bike, I can't get in a car, I can't drive, I can't play golf, okay? We all do what we want to do. It's desire and it's intention and it's discipline that leads us into things that we end up being good at. So it's a journey, and it's not the journey for everyone. Lord knows I tell the students all the time, I'm not going to do hang gliding, all right? That's not my thing. But it doesn't have to be your thing, but the fact that at this point in my career, 20 years of my career, and having taught over 17,000 people how to paint, what matters to me is that I've been able to instill in a lot of people who were blocked the fact that this is something you can do, and it's something that can change your life. And that's what matters to me, and that's what I'll go out of this plane knowing and feeling in my heart. Today is particularly special. It marks, like I said, 2 decades of teaching and at least a decade of student shows. I don't know, we just needed to have enough students to have a student show. It happened right around the 8-year mark, I think. And it's very special too. There's been a lot of special things that have happened. I've realized on my journey that it's my gift of eyesight and color that has been the thing that has been able to lead a lot of other people. I started doing this when I was very little. I painted at 7, and I went along this journey of color and painting, and it was this that led me then to want to share it. I didn't really understand why I was so compelled to share it. I do now. I found out that I have a gift, mutation. It's actually a mutation. It's actually not a gift. It was sort of an oops when they conceived me, Mum and Dad. But the fact of the matter is that I have 4 receptors in my eyes. You can read about it. It's everywhere, I guess, at the moment. It's going to be more so. They're still studying me. at UC Irvine. I'm not supposed to say that, you didn't hear that, but they are. And there's lots more tests going on, and they're going to be publishing it before the end of the year in magazines like Scientific American and so forth. Yes, I see 100 million colours, and what they're doing is trying to put that into a mathematical space, if you like, something that you can see and understand comparative to what a regular vision person can see, so we'll be able to understand it, because when you say it, it sort of sounds like infinity, you know, and beyond, and so we'll get it into a format that everybody will appreciate and understand. But I can share that with my students, and if you speak to them tonight, you're going to see them in a minute, because I'm going to call them all up. They're hiding behind poles and paintings, and they're all out there. And they're not all here right now. I teach over 100 people how to paint, in and out. They come in and out. But anyway, we'll pull them up front and you can know who these fabulous, talented, amazing people are. But the fact of the matter is I can share this gift with them, and if you speak to them, they'll tell you, oh, look at that. She said, look at that emerald over there, and it was red, and all of a sudden they see the emerald, and in a minute they'll say, look at that orange over there. I say, what? She's high again? No, she don't. But they see it, they end up finding it, and it's because I can point it out to them, because it actually exists. It's in nature, it's in everything that's God-given, it's in our water, our sky, our trees, our plants, our fish scales, our bird feathers. It's there for us to enjoy, and we just, you know, can't all see it. But the thing is this is an evolutionary thing they're thinking, and it makes one start to pause and wonder, why is this possible? What is that going to be for us? You know, is there a reason for it 100 years from now? We still don't know about that, but 1,000 or 10,000, but whatever, there's, you know, it's going to definitely be a part of the human race at some point. Anyway, the other day I was speaking at Rotary La Jolla, and I think something that really matters that I want to share with everyone, no matter what it is that's your passion, your gift, we all have gifts. We were born with gifts, and what really matters is that we share them. Okay, so tonight I'd like to remind everybody that whatever your gift is, whatever it is that you know that you'd like to spread from your heart, give that lovingly and willingly. It'll come back to you in buckets, okay? It's about the gifts that we have to share. What is it to paint? I'm going to call on a few students tonight, and I'd like them to tell you what it is to paint. And because I can't speak for them, I know them and I love them, but I know they have things that they want to say, and I'm hoping that at least a few of them will come up here and tell you what it is and why. But I can tell you one thing. What I've seen is that they're taking a piece of themselves and they're putting it on the canvas. And as you look around the room, you can probably feel energy. If you're in tune or you pause for a moment and you look at the painting, you should be able to feel that person coming out and embracing you from that painting, that great joy that you feel as you look at it. The other thing they're doing is they're creating a legacy. And they're, you know, we're all going to be dust at some point, and that's okay, because there's others coming, we need to make room. But the bottom line is, when you leave something like this beautiful painting right here of Rashna's of the teacup, it will live forever, and it will be in her grandchildren's home and her great-grandchildren's home, and it will speak of Rashna, and it will tell them how fabulous she was. And I think it's important to leave, as Emerson said, the world a little better than we found it, and how better than to leave a piece of artwork that came from your heart and your soul and your eyes, okay? Anyway, I just want you all to know, my students out there, my friends, forget the students, my comrades in paint, my family in art, I just want you to know that I love you, and I wish the best for you and for your families, and I honor you for honoring me with you here, sharing my life. When you do, it's special. It's far beyond canvas and paint. And I just want you to know that you're painted in my heart.